I remembered what I was gonna say. So yesterday I was talking to one of my doctors about like uh, things that I hate, and one thing that I hate, among all the other things that I hate, is how people treat themselves, like druggies and alcoholics, and that sort of thing. Because like in my school, at least 15% of the kids drink or smoke or do drugs, and it's really disgusting how people get. I mean, okay, I'm trying to remember what I said to her yesterday about why I was mad about it. I mean, like, don't people know it's bad for you? No. Yeah, it is bad for you, but there was something else. You know how, like, throughout elementary school, we've been shown these really cheesy videos about don't smoke, don't do drugs and stuff, don't give in to peer pressure. But, like, I remember in, like, second grade, it was always, like, about peer pressure. And, like, for a while, all the videos were about peer pressure until we got to, like, middle school, and then they started to really show us what it could do to us. Um, like, I remember one video where this guy was like, "Come on, have one drink or have one smoke," and like the people would be like, "No, I'm not gonna do it." But like it just shows you to say no. It doesn't show you what it's like. I think that the videos that they show you, even when you're like a little kid, is they should really show you what it can do to you. They should show you the inside of your lungs, how you can look, and about the cancer and stuff. They should like see it as like they should look at it as if they were watching a horror movie and someone got murdered. That's how scared they should be to do these things to themselves, because that's pretty much what it's like. Because doing this later on, you're going to die young, or you're gonna get cancer, or you're gonna like ruin your body, and that's not good for you. Because I remember like it didn't. The videos in elementary school didn't really show us that. They were all like puppets, and everybody was like, "Hey, look, puppets!" Blah. And they might have not even been listening to what the puppets were saying. Um, so yeah, I really think that school should work on the videos that they show their kids, because it's not doing anything. And when we get to middle school, some of the kids are already doing drugs and stuff, because I remember like there were like at least a few druggies that I knew personally, and I know one that's in the middle school right now who's like really like into drugs and smoking and stuff, and it's like disgusting. Like, who would think, oh, this little kid is doing drugs and smoking and ruining their body before it's fully developed? And it's just sickening. It's gross. I mean, okay, do you smoke? And what do you think that it's bad for you? And if you do smoke, why do you smoke? Was it peer pressure, or did you start it to look cool, or was it just like in or something? Because I really think that people are stupid. Because one of my friends a couple days ago, we were talking, and like randomly she just flips up a cigarette case, and she waves it in front of her face. That's pretty much what she's doing. She's like, "Hey, look, I have cigarettes." Like, that's almost, I don't remember what she said, but she said something sort of, she like giggled or something, and like I got pissed off, and so I took them from her, and I like started running away. I know that sounds really bad, and like a lot of you should say, "Oh, she was doing that to get attention," and you gave it to her. But I didn't give her the good kind of attention, like, "Ooh, cool, cigarettes, can I have one?" I gave her the kind of attention that was like, "You fucked hard, stupid," you know? Like, people should think that more than they think, "Ooh, cool, cigarettes." They should think, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't you know that they're bad for you? Don't you know that you're killing yourself with these? And if you know that you are, then you need help. You need to go on depression meds or something, but you don't need to smoke, because it's bad for you." And like, people just annoy me, okay? Because like, and something else I want to talk about, which is sort of like what I was just talking about, is police. People some people, like where I live, think that the police here are too rough, which is really surprising because the only encounter I've had with a cop was when I was playing around in a uh, playground after dark. Okay? I mean, okay, maybe you think, what the hell? Why would they stop you from doing that? But they're just doing their job. I mean, what if someone was, because like the car lights were on and stuff, what if, like, girls and boys were like, doing nasty stuff there? And that's illegal. And they're just doing their job, and they're like making sure that we're okay, that we're not doing anything illegal, and they're like keeping us safe maybe. Like if, and they told us to get out because after dark it's easy to get hurt, and it would be the owner of the playground's fault, and there was actually a sign that said no coming in the playground after dark, but we didn't see that. But yeah, so there was this one thing that was in the news a year ago or something, and like this girl was having a party, and when her parents were away, and like they were doing like a lot of alcohol and probably smoking too, and so the police came over because they either were told by someone that there was a party going on, or they saw lots of cars outside, so they went to go check. And so they asked a girl who came to the door if they could come in, and she said no. And they could smell alcohol, and so they called her parents, and they said that they couldn't go in. And so they went to the judge, and they got a warrant, and then they went in, and all the kids that were in the party ran out the back door. There was booze everywhere, and people were definitely doing, drinking. And so the person that wrote the thing in the paper about this was like bad mouthing the cops and saying it wasn't they shouldn't have gone in. It's none of their business, but they're just doing their job and trying to keep us safe. Would you want your daughter to, have a party and someone to like overdrink and pass out and people not knowing what to do because, oh my God, this girl just passed out. What do I do? They're not going to do anything, and maybe she like really overdrunk and she's going to die of alcohol poisoning. Would you want a kid to die in your house and you be responsible because you left your kid unattended in your house? What if the policeman didn't come and that happened? Then what? You'd be really pissed off that the police didn't come and that no one came to save this kid. So, don't badmouth cops. They're just doing their job. Okay, if they're beating on you or something, like if the police are really rough with you and they're doing stuff that they shouldn't, that's bad. But just keeping you safe and making sure that nothing is going on is just their job, and you should thank them, not badmouth them. Okay, another thing that happened was a cheating scandal or something. Some kids had broken into a closet and stolen the exams and like the answers and stuff. And some of these kids had already gotten accepted into colleges. And so someone found out, and the police arrested them or did whatever they could because of their age. They were like 17, maybe 18, so they could do something. And like one of the kids was this journalist's son, and so you want to defend your son, right? So you badmouth the cops, and they were like, "Oh, they're too hard on those kids. They're too hard. They shouldn't have gotten into that much trouble." Blah da da da. And like, I mean, come on, think about it. It's stupid. Do you want your kid to cheat and then get like, what would you do if you found out your son cheated? You would scold them, right? Yeah, well, maybe you didn't know before the policeman found out, and the policeman found out, and they scolded them. Teach your kids not to cheat. They won't cheat. They won't get in that trouble. Okay? Don't badmouth cops. It's like they're just doing their job. If they keep on getting badmouthed, they might want to quit. And if they quit, there's no more cops. No more cops. No more safety when you're out of town. So don't badmouth cops. It's stupid. Okay? If you want, you can tell me what you think. If you think that the cops, they didn't have a right to go in that kid's house, they should stay out of their business, or what would you think if those kind of things happened? Would you badmouth the cops, or do you think that was a bad thing? Just comment or email me or something, because like I just want to know what other people think, because I think that was stupid that people were bad mouthing the cops. So yeah, that's all. Bye bye.